Morning from the city of brotherly love here in Philadelphia, here for a speaking engagement. So forgive me for the hotel background this morning, but after I talk to you guys, I've got to jump downstairs for my speaking engagement. But this morning, I wanted to address or tackle, quite frankly, two questions I've been getting a lot of recently that come in a couple of variations. One, should I hire a career coach? The other question has been, how do I know if I need a career coach? And again, I've been getting those, but also some variation of those. And look, my friend, Coach Micheal Burt, he has a philosophy. He says everyone needs a good coach in life. I tend to agree with him, quite frankly, because a coach will make you better. So, in today's career conversation, let's talk about those questions about whether you want to work with a coach. And quite frankly, I'm going to offer three observations that I want you to think about as you ponder those questions. But like I said, I agree with Coach Burt's philosophy because a great coach will make you better. I have always had coaches throughout my entire life, whether it was playing sports, growing up, or as I've entered my career. Yes, I have always sought coaching even when I was in corporate America because I'd go to my bosses and say, look, I want executive coaching or leadership coaching. And I always made that request of every organization that I have worked with. Why? Because a coach will make you better. I can tell you right now, I even have a business coach. Why? Because I want to grow my business. What does that person know that I don't know? So, as you think about these questions, here is kind of a fundamental premise, maybe two fundamental premises. A coach will help you reach your highest potential. A coach will teach you things you don't know and they will challenge you. They will challenge you to perform at your highest level. That's what you want in your career. That's what I want when I'm running a business and why I have a business coach. A coach will make you better. So let's talk about those questions. Let me offer three observations that you can ponder about a career coach, or listen, any coach for that matter that you may want in your career, executive coaching, leadership, whatever it looks like. Think about these three questions or these three observations. First, are they going to help you reach your goals? I know that seems pretty simple, but before you hire a coach, decide what your goal is. What I've always wanted to perform at my best and reach the highest level. I've always known there were things I didn't know, and I wanted to be the best at what I do, and I wanted that coach to get me to that level. So I clearly defined my goal. So clearly define your goal. As one coaching client said to me recently, Cicely, I've gotten to the point in my career that I can get to. I can't go any further by myself. I now need help to get to the next level. That person had clearly articulated what goal they were trying to achieve, and I'm going to ask you to think about the same. Second, are they a good fit for you? When you get on a phone or a Zoom call or meet someone in person, ask that coach a question so that you can determine if they are a good fit, if you click with them, and if you believe there's someone you can work with. Third, this is probably the pretty important one. Do they have your best interest at heart? You may say, Cicely, how do I know that? You ask them. And quite frankly, let me give you two examples to illustrate that. First, when I started working at Dunkin', started my corporate career, I asked for a coach because like I said, I wanted to get better. I wanted to get to the officer level. I wanted to progress in the company. I asked for a coach. That coach and I worked together. Actually, I took her to multiple jobs with me, but we worked together and I knew she had my best interest at heart because the conversation stayed between she and I. Yes, my company paid for it, but she would say, Cicely, can I go talk to your boss? Can I talk to your peers? And she would obviously let them know that we were working together, but the confidentiality was so important that we kept those conversations between ourselves. It was not something, the content of our conversations was never relayed back to my boss. Now, let me contrast that with very later on in my career, my boss asked me to take on a coach that she'd been working with that she wanted me to work with as well. And I said, okay, I was a little suspect of that, not being able to kind of choose an interview for myself, but that I was assigned to coach. And sure enough, that everything I said to that coach was being fed back to my boss to make the case to fire me. That person didn't have my best interest at heart. And I finally said to that coach one day, why do you care what I do? You're just feeding it back. And, of course, I'd seen an email, so I knew what was going on. Accidentally seen an email, but I knew what was going on. But I knew that person didn't have my best interest at heart because everything we were talking about was being relayed back to my boss, and they were kind of making the case against me, so to speak, to fire me. So that person didn't have my best interest at heart, and it was too bad because I really liked her. But you have to know that if your company hires a coach for you, and you deserve that as part of your career development, that is perfectly reasonable ask, then you need to make sure you understand the ground rules. That's what I mean by do they have your best interest at heart? Are they reporting to you or are they reporting to your boss? You've got to answer those questions before you decide to go forward. If the confidentiality is not between you and the coach, then that's probably not the right setup for you. You may want to go seek coaching on your own. I have that conversation with employers now as their employees come through my coaching program. I say to them, tell me the goals that you may have for this person, or if this person is just seeking career coaching on their own, that's great. But please understand the conversations stay between us. I'm happy to report back and say, yes, we're still working together, but the content of the conversations stays with us. I'm very clear that if there's an employee-employer arrangement, that the ground rules are clear for how that engagement is going to go, because you have to have someone's best interest at heart for this to succeed. So those are my 3 observations. Can they help you achieve your goal? Are they a good fit? Do they have your best interest at heart? Now, those are 3 very non-traditional observations. If you go look this up on Google, you're going to find all kinds of advice. But look, it boils down to the fact, if you're asking the question, should I hire a coach? How do I know if I need a career coach? Just ponder those 3 observations, but keep in mind the fundamental premise that I shared earlier that my friend Coach Micheal Burt says, everyone needs a coach in life. A coach is meant to make you better. A coach will get you to the next level in your career and help you to excel in ways you may not be able to excel on your own. Welcome that challenge, welcome that opportunity, and hopefully those observations will help you answer those questions that I've been getting a lot recently and that I wanted to come to you in today's career conversation to answer. Now, certainly reach out to me. I had a couple of calls yesterday of people saying, I don't know if I need it, but can I talk to you? I don't know if we should work together. Can I talk to you just to see how that relationship may go, how you may be able to help me? And the answer is yes. Reach out. I'm happy to answer those questions. But for you, you have those questions, and I'm going to offer those observations for you to think about to answer those questions for yourself. But listen, I'm always here to help. Reach out and we'll help you answer those questions together. All right, I am going to jump over real quick to, hey Eileen, good morning. Great topic today. Yeah, Eileen, you probably get some of these questions as well, I would imagine, about getting hired, career, job strategists. You probably get some of the same questions. It's always helpful to reach out to a professional who can help you perform at your highest level. They will be able to see the whole picture. Oh, let me bring that back up. From the outside with your best interest in mind. That's true. Eileen, I love that. I love your comment about the whole picture. That is certainly something that I, even after my initial call with people, and I apologize, I am, I got to Philly at midnight last night, so my voice is a little raspy this morning, so forgive me for that. But Eileen, your question about the big picture is right. Whenever I do a free consultation call, I can usually diagnose pretty quickly what's going on and help them put together a plan of action. They'll say, "How did you do that?" And I say, "Well, I'm not caught up in everything you're caught up in every day. I can see from start to finish your journey and how those dots connect. I can see absolutely the opportunity that you have, but now my task is to help you see it and realize it as well." So I love that big picture comment, Eileen, because sometimes we can't see the big picture ourselves. We need someone to point it out to us. So listen, if you're asking, should I hire a career coach or should I hire a coach? How do I know if I need a career coach or, again, a job strategist coach or coach in general? Ponder those three observations about achieving your goal. Are they a good fit? And do they have your best interest? And that will help you reach a conclusion that is right for you. So I'm going to cut this short this morning, jump downstairs here at the hotel for my speaking engagement. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Eileen, thanks for joining. Have a wonderful day.